Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. A floor. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, 380. Check, right 54. Right 54. Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Switch up. Left.
Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Right, 315. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd down, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 3. 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Watch twist.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Seahawks 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21, 11. Hey, come on. Hey.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. 54's Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, tight.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Mike.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check, watch 54. Switch it, come on, switch it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Danny. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Right. 54, Mike. 65. 14. Mike 5-4. All day, every day, any day. Watch twist.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Green 80. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 31.
They'll try to run with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
One, Omaha.
From the 16, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19. 56, Mike, 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there, too. They face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try to move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, orbit. Let's put that team on the bus. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Yeah. 65. Switch.
Now Garoppolo. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. 12.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, check.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Seahawks.
Right there. 54 Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. There.
Here's Wilson to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Day in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Shift. Hey, alert. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 for them.
It's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it. Out there, stop the offense, but you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No. Check 99.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21. Safe. Slam.
Garoppolo gives to Breda. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
21.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st down Seattle.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36. Check 52. 14.
To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
White. 56. Hey, zoom. Right there, 56. Ricky. Go ahead.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here we go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
21. Hey, echo. 54's Mike. Check. 21. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Ready, go.
Wilson to throw. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
13.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
44-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Out.
Hey, wahoo.
From the 44, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him?
And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the 49ers, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener.